Hello, guys. So I'll make this real quick. I didn't know I would be back on, but I want to say this real quick. I was in Vaughn's, okay, and it's a kind of a grocery store in Inglewood. Now I'm not in Inglewood now. I live like closer to um, which is what can I say? Like closer. I'm in the Valley, okay, Los Angeles, but I'm in the Valley, okay. So you see a different types of people over there. Even with black people, it's so a different personality than when you come to Inglewood. Okay, when you come to Inglewood, it's more ghetto. But in the valley, yeah, you have black people who have their ways, but for the most part, they're just they have a different type of way that they communicate. I'll say they have a different way that they communicate, but. And I'm not from the valley. I'm actually from down south, but I'm just saying I'm living there right now. But I want to say this. Here's my title while I talk about you don't have to be polite. So I pulled in, going into Vaughn's. Here's this black man walking up to, he wasn't walking up to the car. He was just walking in the direction where I was parked, but he was on the sidewalk. Okay. And he had dreads. You can tell that he kind of wasn't, I mean, I wasn't sure where he was headed to. If he was at a shop, I can tell that he was not there to shop. He was just walking around. Okay. And so he walks up and he said, he was speaking to me and he said, hey, he said he was about to say nappy head. Hey, nappy head. Okay. Because my hair is not, it's in a natural state. Okay. And he said the only reason he was going to say that is because he got dreads too. So he said his hair is nappy too, so he felt like he could say that to me. And then he saw a gap between my front two teeth. He said, oh, you got a gap too? And I said, yeah. And that's when I rolled up my windows and he just like kind of frowned and just walked the other way. Well, he just walked away from my car. And then I got out the car, okay? Because at first I was going to park somewhere else. I was like, I'm not even going to try to be nice. I'm not going to try to not to hurt his feelings. I don't want to talk to him. And I'm going to drive off while he's standing here because I just don't want to have a conversation. I'm not interested in being polite with these guys no more. I don't have to give them my attention. I don't have to do that. And I'm tired of them feeling entitled. And then you have to be polite to them because they might be dangerous. You know what? And I'm going to say something else. And then I'm going to touch on a video I saw maybe about a month ago. And so I walk up to Vaughn's, walk inside the door, and I see this same guy talking to this really, really heavy set black girl. Looked like she might have been a teenager or early 20s. I can still tell that she was real young, but she was really heavy set, real big. Like 300 pounds big, okay? And her height might have been 5'7", 5'8", okay? But he was in her face, and not in her face, like rude and, but he walked up to her. I think she was with either an aunt or a mother. She was with like a guardian looking woman, like an older black woman, okay? The older black woman was smaller, okay? So he walks up to them and he tell this girl to stop eating so much because she too big and she need to stop eating so much. And that's when the first person I thought about was a sunshine in the city, sunshine in the city. When she talked about how a black guy approached her trying to talk and she didn't feel like talking, and he approaching her trying to talk. She said, look, I'm going to scream. I'm going to call the police and I'm going to tell them that you were harassing me. I don't know if those were the exact words she said, but she was the very person that came to mind when I saw how he was up in that, talking to that black girl, talking about how she need to stop eating so much. That's when I thought about Sunshine. I said, you know what? I want to say, call 911 on this fool. Who the heck is he to walk up to strangers? First, he came up to me talking. I rolled up my window on him, so he walked away because he was still talking. I rolled up my window while he was talking, and I was about to drive off and park somewhere else because I just don't want to entertain him, and I do not want to be nice about it. I don't have to be polite to them. I don't have to do it. Okay? And I'm tired of this. They might get violent if you don't, if you don't play with them, if you don't, not polite and just try to have a conversation, they might, attack you. That's why I say it's time for, that dream is going to come true soon when I saw all them laying on that floor. And I don't mean to sound like that, but they're a problem. You got to be polite to them when they're clearly rude to you. You have to be polite to them or else they'll kill you. This is why I said, you know, it's going to happen. That dream where I saw all of them laying around the floor, it's going to happen. Because people are tired of trying to be polite to them when they're rude to other people. And not all of them, obviously, because like I said, when I'm in the valley and I don't see that type of behavior in the valley. But when you come down to areas like Inglewood, South Central, and all these areas, something is wrong with these guys. It's like, I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what they're thinking, you know. And so, yeah, that's all I got to say. But no, the title of it is like, you don't have to be polite to these freaking guys. He walks up to this young lady, telling her how she need to stop eating so much because she big. But here she is, she's smiling and polite and fake smiling. Okay? No, you don't have to smile at somebody who's clearly walking up to you being rude. You don't have to be polite to them. They're rude to you. You don't have to fake smile. Tell that mug to get out your face, and if you don't want to get out your face, call 911 and let these cops come shoot his behind to the ground. That's what needs to happen. But you do not have to be polite to folks who are clearly rude to you. You don't have to do that. And I'm tired of them with these threats. I'm tired of them being so aggressive and dangerous, where you have to deal with their negative and you have to deal with the negative and rude ways. And if you're not polite to them, they're going to shoot you. Like that guy did that girl at that West Indies festival in New York. It was about 2 to 3 years ago when he was dancing all up on her leg and she said, get off of her. And he shot her in the eye. You see what I'm saying? You can't say no to them. You can't just say, I don't want to be bothered. You have to put up with a mess. And you have to drop everything you're doing to put up with their rudeness. Okay, or else you might get shot. And that's a problem that you have to deal with you have to deal with them being rude in order to save your own life. That is a problem. That is somebody who is a terrorist and they are a menace to society. And that dream is going to come true, that they're going to be laying all over those floors, because nobody owes you anything, especially when you're going to walk up to somebody that you don't even know. Just because she's a black woman, and because I don't know if he walk up to a white woman like that, because she's a black girl, you're gonna walk up to her and say whatever the heck you want to say, and she's expected to smile. And no, see, black women have given these guys too much power for too long to feel like they can walk up and say any crap they say out they freaking mouth. But anyway, I'm going to end this here because I have to drive off. But I'm going to end this with saying, no, you don't have to be polite to these guys no more. Stop being polite. And I understand they dangerous as I don't know what. That's what 911 is for. Say they harassing you. You feel like your life is in danger. Let the police come and shoot they behind to the ground. That's what you do. Okay? And, you know, I'm exaggerating when I say let the police come and shoot them. But I just said shoot them because, you know, it's always an unarmed black man. I mean, he could be pulling the cell phone out when the police come and the police gonna shoot him because their hands are never up in the air like the police officers say. It's never up in the air. It's always somewhere else. When the police say put your hands in the air, they digging in their back pockets. And then once they get shot, they say, oh, unarmed black man. But he told you to put your freaking hands in the air. What the heck you reaching in your back pocket for? Unless he asks you for a license, that's when you reach in your back pocket, and then you need to let him know what you're doing. Okay, but that's not the case with a lot of these shooters. These guys ain't putting their hands in the air. They fighting these cops and want to know why they get shot. But anyway, that's something that I'm going off there. But anyway, yeah, you guys, I just want to say that I'm just not interested in being polite to these guys no more. I think they need to disappear, especially guys like that. They walk up to women saying what they want to say, especially black women, young black women and girls want to say whatever they want to say out their mouth. Yes, you're still supposed to be polite and smile when they're being rude and saying whatever, any disrespectful stuff they want to say. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. Okay.